Alright, hello guys. I've decided to take a more active role in compiler development again, and today I'm going to start a completely new thing, so please watch me while I'm doing it. I've been talking about a technique to reduce compile times, and first let's look at a simple profile of a Hello World program. That's that. It doesn't take very long. It's a very small, simple program, right? It prints hello world. That's it. And let's see how long it takes. And 0.66 seconds. That's not too bad, is it? Now we're thinking. 300 something seconds. Now let me do two things. Let me change this program into one that literally does nothing, and compile this, and it takes 0.1 second. 0.01 second actually, because those are milliseconds. Well, that's not very nice, is it? See this? This takes drastically longer than something that doesn't do anything. I comment out the right link call itself, and it still takes a long time. So the import itself takes time, which takes a lot of time actually, which is a bit crazy. I have a way to investigate this using a hacked up compiler, and I'm going to use that right now. And it's going to take a profile just of the things that it used the semantic for. And let's see what we get. You see that the name of those files are slightly annoying, because in some build scripts you can have a lot of compile steps, and I want to be able to have a unique name for every one of them and have them have a correlation to the time when they were created. So I thought I used a time string. But this means that it it takes some time to actually type in the file name, because there's a lot of spaces in there, and the question mark at the end, and don't ask me where that comes from. So what do we see here? Bunch of information, partly because I haven't really architected this string very well. So how many ticks it took, the name of the thing, the kind of the thing, the phase or function it was in, the location of the thing, when it started, when it ended, how much memory were allocated at the start, how much memory were allocated at the end, which will tell you which files take up a lot of memory. And there are a bunch of symbols being used here. Like, there's a lot of stuff here. You can see that there are over 2,000 calls to semantic, and a few of them are due to CTV, For example, this one, the make call in type functions is being interpreted here in the face field. You can see that there's interpret, so you see that there's interpretation. And same as with the add call, object, and the make and type cons, and this is all the CTF we have in here, I think. Yeah, and equals in the runtime. You can see that this takes quite a long of time. Evaluation of the constraint for safe op takes 40 times as much time than to evaluate this equals thing at compile time, which tells you a lot about the speed of evaluation of constraints, and in generally the speed of template instantiation here. You can see that there are super big numbers where those things are concerned. We can sort those by time, like that. And you see that the template instance of writeln actually takes like more than 2 times the time you need to actually process this the whole module, which those are all inclusive timings, right? Here at the end it tells you inclusive ticks, name, kind, location, end. I have no idea what this here does. Don't ask me where this comes from, guys. I have no idea. Maybe some memory corruption, which will tell you a lot about DNB already, actually. Like, there is definitely potential memory corruption going on there, and see that some of the things are just not great. But you can also see that a few template instances, like the evaluation of them only takes like 100 ticks, 44 ticks, around that point, 300, 500, and everything that is more than that is yeah, those are just the template declarations. Template declarations don't take too much time to process. The template instances do, because on the instantiation the work is being done. I don't know why we need all those declarations to be processed. Are they all imported? It could be. Anyway, alright, let me teach you how to read this stuff. Here we have a template instance. Template instance of is input range takes semantic of is input range takes 31 megaticks, which means it takes about 100 milliseconds. Yeah, 100 milliseconds, I guess. So pretty long, actually. Not 100, 10 milliseconds. 10 milliseconds just to evaluate whether the just for this is input range constraint, and yeah, this whole stuff just reeks of slowness. And, we need to do something about this, and I am going to do something about this. But you will need a little bit more time. Here you can see the equals template in object.d takes also a really long time to go through semantic. So do the template instances, static index of, generic index of, whatever the difference between maybe, I have no idea, and they just take a long time. They take more time than it takes to import Stdio. Of course, the time the children's take is not removed here, so those results are a bit, they're a bit what's the word? A bit skewed. So you cannot swear on those numbers until we have processed them. But I wonder if my tool can read them. Because I recently revised the structure of those profile files. So let me do that, and yeah, there is an unexpected file in there, because, well, I guess this one is what it doesn't like. Oh, that's the wrong file there. There we go. Now we remove the stuff it doesn't like. I hope. But still it can't convert that, so maybe I did something where the records cannot be read anymore. Apparently there's a name where there was a number before. Just to wait until I have the tool to do them again. So this is it for now.